What's up, guys? Mr. Rumble back again in another video. So yes, today this is gonna be my video to teach you guys, your new versus debaters, how to make your own versus show. So before we begin, I just want to say that these are just my tips, these are my reasons, and no one else's. So if you guys know how to make your own versus show, like better than mine, either tips, research, or whatever, then feel free to let me know what I got wrong or not. I'm always open to learn new lessons for you guys. So yeah, with that said, guys, let's get started. So when it comes to making a versus show, well, that is a little tricky, guys. My number one tip is that you guys need to think ahead of time, like let's say months ahead. You need to plan a versus show like months ahead, not just in a few days or overnight like that. It just needs you need time to plan it out first, like the title, the formats, and yeah, and stuff. But that's my first tip. Now the second tip is that you need to assemble a team at first. Not first. The second, you need to summon a team. Let's say you need, for a versus series or any other show, versus series on YouTube, you need animators, editors, writers, researchers, composers, storyboarders, artists for the soundtrack labels. Let's go with that, and etc. stuff. So yeah, the first one is plan ahead of time, and you need to summon a team and stuff. Now the third thing is that you need to come up with an original title, because you can't just come up like a show like Death Battle because it's already taken. So you need to come up with an original title for your show, something like, let's pretend Zero Combat or something. That's an example. And once you figure out a title and you think about if it's good or not, then if it sounds right enough, then you go ahead with that title. If not, then find the one that it's more sense to you and hope it sticks. Like me, I'll tell you a story. Way back in 2012, Fatal Fights was not supposed to be called Fatal Fights. It was supposed to be called Movie versus Movie, which is about movie characters fighting other movie characters. And yeah, that was the original thought until 2021 when I joined Twitter. I mapped it out and my rest is history. Well, not yet. I'm still looking for a team at this moment. And at this recording, I'm still looking for a team. So yeah, that's my third tip for you new versus debaters out there and new versus creators. Now the fourth step is that once you guys have a team all set and you have enough researchers, my three tips for you that your researchers for the new show is: be passionate. Don't worry about that. Put a lot of research into each character. Oh yeah, you also need to move. You also gonna need to move rules for your show. It's like, if you don't want to have prep time, if you want to have prep time, you want to use non-canon stuff, you want to use just canon stuff, and one-off weapons and stuff, then it's your power. You can make up your own rules for your show. You can use the symbols rules like Death Battle, but you have to spice it up. Like, if you want to have like no prep time and only want to use non-canon stuff, there you go, like that. Now, as far as the third one, the fourth step, like I said before, is that be passionate for your researchers. Please just let them know to put a lot of research to each character because you don't want to miss anything. Because trust me, someone would notice. Even 1%, just trust me. Even Death Battle has been debunked many times for their own research. And finally, do matches that are original, but also interesting and also fresh, like fresh out of the box. I mean, don't just do let's say, don't just do matches like let's say, the Batmans versus the Supermans or the Jasons versus, Michael Myers. Pick matches that you wouldn't have thought of. Or hell, I mean, the internet, you could probably say, has never thought of. Something like, for example, like the logos on this thumbnail of this video. Like, Goku versus Omni-Man, or something like that, But at the end of the day, guys, it doesn't matter what matchup you choose, what you created. So, as long as the matchup you thought or you think of is pretty creative or original, or you just want to do like most popular matchups just for hell of it, then it's your show. You can do whatever you want with it. And yeah, that's my fourth step. Now the fifth step is that you need to find feats for that character. And that is, you need to look through the official sources. That's like comics, anime, manga, guidebooks, official sources like video games and stuff. The cutscenes only, not game mechanics. And yeah. But also, when it comes to mangas and comics, when it comes to that feat, you need to look at the context of the details to see if that feat makes sense or not. Like, for example, if my character, Mr. Rumble, is fighting, let's say, like, his version of God or something, and the statement comes out in one comic and says, thanks to Rumble's cosmic form is now 50-dimensional, he can rival God now. So, the question is, does that make sense, or does it have any proof of it behind this claim or this statement? Well, if you try to look back to that statement and find enough evidence to that, then if there was enough evidence to that statement to claim, then it's official. It can be scaled. Not scaled. I'll get to that scaling in a minute. Then that's count. But if it's not and it's out of context, then you'll just look at that feat like that and just, yep, it's official, without looking at the details and the details first. Then you're just taking feats out of context without looking further into them. That's my warning. Be careful when you use your feats, because your show may have a debunk video or two, or a lot. If you miss a feat, or misunderstood a feat, or have a feat taken out of contexts. So that's my first step. Just be careful with the feats and what you use, because you will have backlash on it. Now the sixth tip is that, the sixth tip is that power scaling. Power scaling is a toxic thing. How to determine a character's power. Now, note, this is just my tips. This is my learning experience of it. But if you want to use mine, make sure you give me credit. If not, then try making your own power scaling. Thank you. So anyway, power scaling to me is like when you scale characters as symbols in every way to try to summon the power levels and stuff. Let's say you use my character power scaling details is like character power scaling ABC instead of XYZ. The reason why is that you need to find character A, which similar to character B, and find that character A to B when it comes to their personalities, the similarities, the connections, and what they have in common, and what they did they fall apart and how can they scale to each other, then if you can somehow figure all that, then yeah, I think you could do it. If not, then if you just want power scale characters for no reason, just power scale, then just be careful, guys. Power scaling can be a dangerous thing in the versus community. When it comes to scaling characters, yeah, just be careful with power scaling. You just got to be careful with that. Anyway, the seventh tip, excuse me. Yeah, it's going on. Just I got 3 left. Just hold on tight. The 7th tip for you versus debaters is that you need to find footage or evidence of that feat. Let's just say it's like a movie or something, and you see this guy can dodge, let's say, dodge miniguns out of thing like midair, and if you can try to find that footage in that movie or the same comic scan, then yeah, you got evidence. So that is the 7th tip, is that you need to find evidence to that feat. Otherwise, you're just making it up. It says like, yeah, it's out of context, or you're just making it up to make the character win. That's a warning. So find evidence to that feat as you can. Now the 8th part. Wait, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the 8th part, the 8th tip is that the editing. You need to edit as much as you can to try not to get copyright claimed. Which, yes, copyright claims is always, you know what I mean. It's a B word on here, on YouTube. Either is on purpose, accident, or falsely. Just be careful, guys. Make sure you edit your videos as much as you can and try not to copyright, so you won't get falsely copyright claimed or blocked by that company or studio you're borrowing the footage from. Because, let me tell you something. Research is fair use. Yeah, I did research on it. Research does count on the fair use. But at the same time, it's a big risk you may want to take if you're making a versus show, like me, or like all of you. So, just a heads up, just be careful what footage or scan you use. If it's false copyright claimed, then, or blocked, then you can try to take it back. If not, then, you know, just, yeah, just make sure you have, have a backup footage or a file of that episode on your flash drive, so it doesn't become lost again. So yeah, that's a warning. Now, the 9th tip is that you need to look closely if your episode gets on trending or not. If it does, then you might have a little success. Like Death Battle. Death Battle a couple of times got on trending on Twitter and YouTube because the views are going up much faster when it comes to ever. But the difference is that you need to, when it's buffering the video, you need to plan ahead of time. When it comes to like the title of the video, the thumbnail, the contexts, the tags, and the algorithm of YouTube, that is the title, the thumbnail, the tags, and the algorithm, or whatever that is. So yeah, if you could do all that perfectly and your video does get on trending, like Death Battle, even on YouTube or Twitter, then you might got something there. You might got some luck. And finally, the final tip for you guys is that make sure you're open-minded when it comes to backlash to your episodes. If your episode gets debunks on it, then it's not your fault. It's just you may misunderstood something. Just make sure you're a business creator. You always gotta make sure you have an open-minded when it comes to taking new information, backlash, and how to turn that negative into a positive one. So don't just slash on your fans saying, because that's not how it works. You need to respect your fans as possible and take the criticism as you can and take that positive and turn it into the negative for your future episode. If you do all that, then you may learn more and you're not going to make the same mistakes again, which is impossible, but better than nothing. So anyway, guys, that's my top 10 tips on how to make your own versus show. So again guys, it's just my tips. This is my opinion on how you can make a versus show. And if you agree with me, disagree with me, or you agree with me on the points or disagree with me on some points and what I got wrong and stuff, please let me know what I got wrong down in the comments, because I'm always open to answer questions, what I got wrong, and what I'm going to fix in the future. So, like I said, if you guys think what I got wrong or missed, feel free to let me know down in the comments, because I will take your answers and I will take them into consideration, and yeah, and take them into consideration for the next video and the next time. Thank you. So anyway, guys, that is my top 10 tips on how to make a versus show, which is not a top 10, but still. So if you're an upcoming versus debater and if you listen to my words closely and if your show do succeed, then wish you luck on your YouTube success. So anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell icon for more videos or live streams. Please, guys, make sure you share this video and share my channel on Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, Blue Sky, or whatever. And please, make sure you follow all my social accounts, as well as my new Blue Sky account. All links will be down in the description box. And like I said, if you follow my instructions perfectly, and your show does succeed, like Death Battle, you might have a great future on YouTube and the internet, as well as the versus community. Until next time, peace!